Hello and welcome to the second Excel VBA web automation tutorial. In here, I will show the second type of navigate, which I often call activating an IE tab from an IE browser. And what is the difference of this from the previous one? Because the navigate one will start the automation process from navigating to a website which is not open yet in your IE browser. And for this one, it assumes that the site is already open. For example, the YouTube, Facebook, and Google. And as I said from the start, the option depends on the type of scenario. So what are the common scenario or example when you need to use this option? One good example is that when you would need to automate a website process that requires a login like this to begin, which I don't think is acceptable if you will insert the login in your code. So for that, manual intervention is required from the user to open and log into the website first before running the automation code. Another one is when doing some testing with the later part of the website process. Let's say, for example, that the website process requires 40 steps and you are already in the 30th step. So I think it would be difficult if you will always start by testing from the first step because you need to have the site loaded first, wherein you can directly start from just activating the site which is already open like this and send the 30th step command. If it sounds confusing, I will probably show a real example of that along the tutorial. So let's just continue with the coding. And okay, so in the same file, I will create a new sub procedure which I will name ActivateTab. And of course, here I would also need to declare a variable which I will call I and make sure that is an object type. After that, what I need is a for each loop that will check all the website open in my current IE browser. So as you can see here in my Internet Explorer browser, uh, I currently have three websites open, which are Google, Facebook, and YouTube. And let's say that what I need to automate is the YouTube website, and I don't want to do IE.navigate um, youtube.com like this one because um, that site is already open to my IE browser. So to start the coding, what I will do is to insert a for each loop, and what this loop will do is to check all the application open in your window and create object, sorry, shall that, oops, oh, like that. So again, what this loop will do is to check all the application open in your window, not just the Internet Explorer. If you have another Microsoft Office open in your window, that will be checked by this loop as well. So to make this loop specific to IE or to Internet Explorer application only, we need to add an if condition here. So to do that, I will be using if app is equals to Internet Explorer, then and if. So here we can ensure that the application that this loop will do or will check is only Internet Explorer application. So before we go on to the next step, let's use first the immediate window because we will be using debug.print, and what we will print is the title of the web page open in our Internet Explorer browser. So to do that, make sure that you have the immediate window open. So if you don't have yet, you can do that by going to view, then click on immediate window, or the shortcut key is Control G. So let's use debug.print. app that document the title. And now let's test this code by I will be using F8. So it will first check if the application is equals to Internet Explorer. So once it, oh sorry, I have a wrong spelling here. So that should be Internet Explorer. Then let's try it again using F8. Okay, so now it see that the application is equals to Internet Explorer. Then it start um, checking the document title of the open tab. So the first one is Google, and then the next one is Facebook, and then YouTube. So you can use the that title, or you can also use the URL. But first, the title is the web page name that you can see from your IE browser, and then you can also use that URL if you want to have this instead of the web page title. So let's use F8 again, and these are the URL that are open in my current IE browser. So now let's do the next step. So for example, in this scenario, what I want to activate is the YouTube among these three tabs open. So to do that, I will add another condition that if app the document the title is equals to, okay, let me check this first. That's YouTube. Make sure that's the same name and spelling. Then I will set the IE, which is this variable, to the app, and of course apply exit 4 so it will no longer loop to the other application within my window. Okay, so once we do that, I'll just use this command. Okay, this function or this sub is already completed, and it already set the IE equals to the tab, which the document title is YouTube. But to make sure that it's doing the process correctly, I will add a message box here. So once it sees that the tab title is youtube.com, I want to have a message box pop up that will tell me what is the URL of this application. So to do that, I will be using IE now, since the that variable is already set. Document that URL. So let's try this, and it says that the URL of the IE tab is https youtube.com. So if you want Google, let's just change the if condition from YouTube to Google. Then let's test the code, and it says that this is the URL of the IE tab that we set. So after you did that, then you can already fire the additional command you have on this line. Okay, so that's all for this tutorial, and you have already learned all the two types of navigation that we need in starting with web automation using VBA. So please watch out the next video. Thank you.